targeting of commercial shipping, endangering civilian crew, impeding freedom of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz are unacceptable.
The ongoing crisis in West Asia has raised serious concerns over global energy security, fertilizer supply chains, and the stability of key maritime routes, with disruptions affecting several countries, particularly developing economies that are dependent on uninterrupted imports. Well, at a special meeting of the United Nations Economic and Social Council on safeguarding energy and supply flows, India underlined the urgent need for a coordinated international response that combines immediate relief measures with long-term structural reforms that is aimed at strengthening resilience in global supply systems. Speaking on the broader situation, Harish, India's permanent representative to the United Nations, said that the disruption of energy supplies, fertilizer availability, and global shipping lanes has created significant risk for the world economy. He emphasized that addressing all these challenges requires both short-term stabilization efforts in order to manage immediate shortages and deeper structural changes to ensure long-term security and reliability in global supply chains. He also stressed that sustained international cooperation is essential to effectively manage the evolving crisis and reduce vulnerabilities faced by import-dependent nations. Highlighting maritime security concerns, Harish said that strategic waterways such as the Strait of Hormuz remain critical choke points for global energy trade, and any threats to commercial shipping or civilian crew members are unacceptable. He reiterated that attempts to restrict freedom of navigation must be addressed strictly in accordance with international law, as uninterrupted global trade through international waters is essential for maintaining economic stability. He further noted that any disruption in all these routes has cascading effects on energy markets, food security, and fertilizer distribution worldwide. The remarks come amid heightened tensions in West Asia, where competing developments have further complicated the regional situation. Iran has also announced a proposed professional mechanism that is aimed at regulating maritime traffic through the Strait of Hormuz along a designated route. And according to the Iranian officials, the system is intended to manage commercial shipping under national sovereignty while ensuring the security of international trade, with access that is limited to vessels cooperating with Iran and operational fees that is applied for services, while excluding operators associated with opposing initiatives. And at the same time, global diplomatic tensions remain high. The US president has warned that failure to reach a peace agreement in the region could result in a very bad time, reflecting growing international concern over the risk of escalation. And in contrast, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that the United States remains the primary obstacle to peace in West Asia, pointing to a deep trust deficit between the two sides and arguing that recent diplomatic efforts lack credibility following the prolonged military tensions and unmet objectives. And adding to the concerns, recent maritime incidents have further highlighted the fragility of the situation, including an attack on an India-flagged commercial vessel off the coast of Oman. Although all the 14 crew members were safely rescued by Omani authorities and the incident has intensified fears over the security of vital shipping lanes in the region, with responsibility for the attack that is still unclear. And against this backdrop, Harish said that the international community must prioritize adherence to international law, ensure freedom of navigation, and strengthen global cooperation in order to address both the immediate disruptions and long-term vulnerabilities. He stressed that only a balanced approach combining urgent stabilization measures with structural reforms can effectively mitigate the impact of the crisis and safeguard the stability of global energy and fertilizer flows in an increasingly uncertain geopolitical environment. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.